WRFG Atlanta, now celebrating our 50th year as your independent community radio station for progressive information and hand-picked quality music. Since 1973, WRFG has provided a voice for those who have been traditionally denied open access to the broadcast media through the involvement of a broad base of community elements to guarantee that access. In the utilization of the station's facilities and its programs, the following communities will receive first priority: those who continue to be denied free and open access to the broadcast media, those who suffer oppression or exploitation based upon class, race, sex, age, creed, sexual orientation, disability, or immigrant status. How about helping us celebrate our milestone 50th year on the air by making your contribution now at wrfg.org.
Good morning, Bob. Good morning, Blues. WRFG Atlanta.
Good morning, Blues. We'll brighten up your day as you put on your shoes. Yeah, yeah. You know it's got to be the way to wake up each and every day on WRFG in Atlanta. Good morning, Blues.
Good morning, Blues.
Good morning, Blues. This is Tony O'Malley on WRFG Atlanta.
Good morning, Blues. Part 2, London to Louisiana, December the 11th, second show of the year. Last week, big focus on what I call 50 and still fresh. Around about 50 years ago, mostly stuff 68 to 71 of British blues, tagged often with the words country and folk in there, but that's okay. That's what they were doing at the time. The evolution of leaving behind them doing pure covers of American material and coming up with their own thing or totally rearranging. Well, we did a lot of that. We didn't do it all, and we're not going to go back there right now because I do finally, at last, have a pretty good scratching of new music. Yes, brand new. Or at least new releases of someone that I didn't know about. Let's put it that way. But yeah, majority new. And it's cool and it's fun and it's totally disorientated because there is no relationship whatsoever between any of these people. So if you like it in a jamboree bag, as we call it in England, then you are in for a large time. Second half of the show, I will go back and finish because there were a lot of majors that got left out because they just didn't have time. Bands like, Rory Gallagher when he was in Taste in 1970. Tramp with Joanne Kelly. Alexis Corner we just touched on. CLIMAX Chicago Blues Band. So very worth going back. Particularly Joanne Kelly, who I think would have been, was it 78? I know she just had a birthday a couple of days ago. This was a lady who, at a very young age, in the 70s, was approached by Canned Heat and Johnny Winter in recruitment to join those bands. This is stuff worth listening to and knowing about. But we will kick off in true festival season style. Here we go.
You wanna, except one thing. I'll take your dirty hands out my Zulu coconut. take your hands off my nuts.
Coconuts.
You can shake that big bad ass, shake your big fine funky butts. Woo! Funky butts. Yeah, now shake that big fat ass, shake your big fine funky butts. But you better take your dirty hands off my Zulu coconuts.
Coconuts.
You can come on in my house, you can bang on my front door, you can drink up all my liquor and pass out on the floor. You can spend my cash money, have the keys to my car, but you can't touch, cause that's too much. Now you've got to fall. Oh baby, take your dirty hands off my Zulu coconuts.
Leave them nuts alone. Leave them nuts alone.
Yeah, now take your dirty hands off my Zulu coconuts.
Leave them nuts
Oh,
alone.
leave it alone.
them nuts alone.
I don't want no ifs or buts. Just take your hands off my
Coconuts.
Cause that's too much. Now you've got to fold, baby. Take out dirty hands off my Zulu coconuts. I'll leave them nuts alone. Leave them nuts alone. Now take your dirty hands off my Zulu coconuts.
Leave them nuts alone. Leave them nuts alone.
Now I don't want no ifs or buts. Take your hands off my nuts.
Coconuts.
Zulu coconuts.
Nuts alone.
Leave them nuts alone.
Yes, indeed, that was the immaculate Mr. John Cleary and the absolute monster gentleman and Zulu Coconuts, something created and released 2-3 days ago. Yes, for festival season, because that's all that's going to be happening from now, probably through the rest of the year down in New Orleans, but things are starting to come up. So where are we going? Yes, I did promise you that we have a sonic smorgasbord today. This will give you a taster if you're pen and penciling. Danielle Nicole, the Hot Club of New Orleans, Kirk Nelson and Jamboree West, EMANUEL Casablanca, Mr. Andrew Richards, the wonderful, wonderful MUIREANN Bradley from Dublin. Who else are we talking about? Oh, yeah, the Moody Moose, crazy name, funny music. I can't think. Oh, yes, Lives in the Doorman. And Blues Pearl. Anyway, it's all coming up, so hang tight.
1, 2, 3. There's a lady who's sure all the glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, why I glow when you near me. Boiling heat when you walk by. I've tried to run, but there's nowhere to hide. Said it, love on my brain, got me feeling this way. Love on my brain, begging me to stay. Love on my brain, and down in my soul. Said it got me and it won't let go. So I don't say I barely made it to the end of the day. When I sleep, it's in a cold sweat. I'm dreaming things that haven't happened yet. Said it's love on my brain, got me feeling this way. Love on my brain, begging me to stay. Love on my brain, and down in my soul. Said it got me and it won't let go. And if it's just a dream, to think you and I could have two hearts that love one and the same. Could you please just leave me right where I lie? Don't take me from a world without you got me good deep inside. Swell with you like the ocean tides. I can't explain what's happened to me. Is this a gift or is this a disease? 'Cause your love on my brain got me feeling this way. Love in my brain, begging me to stay. Love on my brain, and down in the soul. It's coming and it won't let go.
Support WRFG by purchasing merchandise from our new online store. WRFG t-shirts, hoodies, tote bags, and more are available for sale at wrfg.org. Take this opportunity to adorn your beautiful self with merchandise from your favorite community radio station for progressive information and quality handpicked music. To purchase WRFG merchandise, please visit wrfg.org.
Hi, is this Jasmine?
Shh, baby, mommy's on the phone. Hello, yes, it's Jasmine.
I was just returning your message and wondering if now was a good time to talk. How can I help you?
Yes, actually. So I'm trying to get an abortion, but it just costs so much, and I don't know what the laws are and if I'm even allowed to get one because it's so confusing. I was able to find a clinic, but I just don't know how I'll afford it with my new baby and everything.
I hear you. It's definitely confusing on purpose, and a lot of unexpected costs. Well, you called the right place. ARC Southeast is a reproductive justice organization that serves 6 states across the Southeast, including Georgia, and we'd love to help you.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
I'll go through a 10-minute intake, get some contact info, and ask a few questions, and then we can get into the funding. Does that sound okay?
Yes, thank you so much. This is a big relief.
A majority of the people we help already have children and cannot afford to navigate abortion bans alone. For more information, the website is arc-southeast.org. That's arc-southeast.org.
This has been another public service announcement from your station for progressive information and handpicked quality music, WRFG 89.3 FM and WRFG.org.
Feels like the first time, but we've been here and you stay
sung so loud. Silent autumn leaves will fall as they gently kiss the ground. You can't beat intuition when everything's been said. There's nothing superficial about it to be read. If you're looking hard enough, then you surely find nothing left there to discuss. You just need to take your time. Always leaves a residue like layers in the rocks. Memories of things you do are all wrapped in a box. Interwoven history fills another page. Same old curiosity, but in a different age. Good morning, blues. This is Marcus Malone on the other side of the Atlantic in jolly London, England. You're listening to my top mate, UK Bob, playing the best of British blues on WRFG Atlanta. What a way to start the day. Oh, yeah.
So we kicked off those four with Stairway to Heaven. Why? Why? Because it's Jimmy Page's 80th birthday this week. But why would I go ahead and play Led Zeppelin when I can play a Zeppelin covered by the Beatles? Not really. That is an Australian Beatles cover band that just actually happened to make what I thought was quite a clever arrangement of Stairway to Heaven. Followed by the dynamic Miss Danielle Nicole from, I think, Almost Out, Due Out album, track called Love on My Brain, a very rocky piece that we expect from her, if you remember Trampled Underfoot. Then we went to Baltimore, not a place that I would recommend personally, not a great experience there, but that happens sometimes. But a wonderfully named album called Moody Moose. I don't know where it comes from, I haven't asked. But they are actually a jam band in Baltimore that get bluesy. Who knew? So you heard What You Wanted, which is funky, rocky, stuff like that. And finally, Blues Pearl, my buddy Marcus Malone in London with his friend Muddy Mannanen and Pete Feenstra. Blues Pearl is the band name. Song, Take Your Time. Marcus, we remember from, must be 15 years ago, he came over to play at the barbecue. And that was when it was downstairs in the basement of, can't remember now. Anyway, he's always been rocking and rolling all over town. He hasn't stopped. He was unwell recently. I think he had to have surgery or something. But yes, he's still from Detroit. They couldn't take that out of him. So there you go. But very good that he's still actually putting out music. So that always helps. We're going to swing into something more gentle. You can take an early tea break if you wish. There will be another one coming up. We will gently hit the 88s, go into acoustic, maybe head down to New Orleans, and then over to Dublin. So put your, what do they call them, shoes? Well, they're all over the place. I forget. No. Is it what do you, cross, I don't know. Crossover something or other. Shoes that can do all of those genres, I guess, is what I should be telling you. Off we go.
I saw her today at the reception. A glass of wine in her hand. I knew that she would make her connection. At her feet was a footloose man. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you might find you get what you need. I went down to the demonstration to get my fair share of abuse, singing I'm gonna vent my frustration. If I don't, I'll blow my 50 amp fuse. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you might find you get what you need. Well, it sounded to me just like you. You know your feet, they give a smile away. Now I'm in love, my little suede shoes. I felt the sunshine upon my face. And well, it got me feeling brand like new. And now I'm looking for a cloud to chase. Well, I'm in love, my little suede shoes. So feel the rumble and a racket. Grab your jacket, don't forget about your wings. To feel the shuffle and a shimmy, life's a gimme. All you gotta do is sing. Now there's a boogie in the blues parade, a little samba singing out the news. And from the village to Canarsie, they know I'm in love, my little suede shoes. I heard a rhythm on the block today. Well, it sounded to me just like you. You know your feet, they give a smile away. Now I'm in love with my little suede shoes. I felt that sun shine upon my face, and well, it got me feeling brand like new. Now I'm looking for a cloud to chase. Well, I'm in love with my little suede shoes. So feel the rumble in a racket, grab your jacket, don't forget about your wings. To feel the shuffle and a shimmy, life's a gimme, all you gotta do is sing. Now there's a boogie in the blues parade, a little samba singing out the news, and from the village you can hardly they know I'm in love with my little suede. Know that I'm in love with my little suede. Know that I'm in love with my little suede shoes.
This is Dana Gillespie from London, England, to tell you about the second best way to wake up. Just tune in to UK Bob and his Good Morning Blues show and feel good for 4 hours on WRFG Atlanta.
Hey everybody, it's Eddie 9 Volt. It's Eddie 9 Volt, man, and you're listening to WRFG Atlanta Good Morning Blues with UK Bob. London to Louisiana. Dude plays the best music, man. Tune in, drop out, dig it.
Jezebel, you were the devil in a dream I had. Jezebel, no, I never should have paid you no mind. When you said you were leaving, acting like I didn't want you no more. When I told you to leave me, I was standing right in front of the door. Jezebel, feel like heaven when you're giving me hell. Jezebel, all my friends all think I loved you too long. When I said I was bleeding, you left me there for dead on the floor. When you said you don't need me, I was on the other side of that door. Jezebel. Jezebel, I was calling, run, come save me. Jezebel, should've known the legs gon' run. What do you know? I come crawling, same thing over again. Can't believe you're breaking me again.
Singer-songwriter Andrew Richards started us off way up there in Vermont, but his voice was too good to be contained, and he found a way to get down to New York and play in enough places to get some attention. This is a new album. I hadn't heard him before, but I thought it was just really good stuff to put in there. And as we were playing around with covers, not heard the Stones slowed down, delivered that way, but the guy sings mostly jazzy blues and solo stuff, and then his own little thing called My Little Suede Shoes. We then went acoustic with the great Eric KRASNO, who plays in lots of bands, does a lot of jam stuff, but here he is chilling out with Jezebel. David Gibson, another new artist that I found, and a track called Beyond Breath, which he probably was after the amount of blowing he did on his trombone. A swinging blues on the trombone will always get my attention. Let's head over to the West Coast. Another new act I discovered. He names his band Jambalaya West, and I just think that is perfect. It's a very New Orleans sound with a West Coast swing. And then we will actually go over to New Orleans.
Access to emergency contraception is more critical now than ever, as abortion and reproductive rights are threatened across the entire Southeast. Plan B can prevent unintended pregnancy up to 72 hours after sex, but barriers like cost limit its use. That's why ARC Southeast created Plan B Southeast, a network of community outposts providing emergency contraception across the Southeast region. We partner with trusted local businesses and organizations to distribute Plan B to their neighbors, expanding access in areas that need it most. As an outpost, you'll empower people to obtain care quickly with no judgment or shaming by simply making Plan B kits that we provide available at normal business hours. Learn about our movement as abortion access is shrinking. Help uplift reproductive justice in your community. ARC Southeast provides the Plan B kits, and your business or organization becomes a pillar of care and compassion. The website is arcsoutheast.org for more information. That's arc-southeast.org. Together, we can make reproductive justice a reality across the South.
This has been another public service announcement from your station for progressive information and handpicked quality music, WRFG 89.3 FM and WRFG.org.
your head. You've got the right of way to do just what you want, no matter what I say. But you don't own the road, so don't you cross the line. If you gotta have it your way, I've gotta have it mine. You better check your blind spot and look into the mirror. Watch where you are going, watch where you steer. No need to move on over as much as it's a pain. You're okay where you are, so stay in your lane. Keep on out of mine. You better know your boundaries, it's a double yellow line. You gotta wait your turn. If you try and push your way around, you're gonna crash and burn. Stay in your lane. That's where you need to be. Stay in your lane. Why don't you follow me around? Stay in your lane. You better move on over. Stay in your lane. It's not your highway. Parents, we're tired of all your rants. Just forget about it. Something's gotta give. You're a fugitive of love. There's a bounty on you. So go out in style, walk that last long mile. Do us all a favor and just turn yourself in. Turn yourself in. Turn yourself in. No matter how you play it, you still can't win. Snivel a while, cry like a child. No one really cares about you anyway. Your days are numbered, but you don't know when. Do us all a favor and just turn yourself in. in. Just turn yourself in. No matter how you play it, you still can't win. Snivel a while, cry like a child. No one really cares about you anyway. So go out and start, walk that last long mile. Do us all a favor and just turn yourself in.
That was Mr. Bart Ramsey to you. Too Many Temptations in Paradise. From an album I've played little bits of in the last few weeks. Great New Orleans accordion piano player, songwriter I've been listening to 20 plus years. But before that, KIRK, Nelson, and Jambalaya West. That was the band I was telling you about, with a thing called Turn Yourself In, a bit of ragtime fun. And before that, them again doing a song called Stay in Your Lane, a very funky New Orleans little trip. So we've had a little taste of New Orleans. We will probably end up back there. But right now, you really need to put your folk blues ears on, acoustic, old school, and try and imagine this 16-year-old girl in Dublin. And I will tell you the bizarre story of how this all happened. First album recorded one take. Have a listen. Yes, they're interpretations, not originals. But I'd like to know what you think.
Well, I could drive to the ends of the earth in my souped up car, or get drunk downtown at midnight in some seedy bar. I could find the woman of my dreams and ring them bells, or wind up with some wild stranger in a no-hotel motel. But there's too many temptations in paradise. Ain't found nothing yet to set me free. Well, I may be looking for trouble on the other side. Well, there's too many temptations in paradise. I could get on my high horse and get my block shot off, trying to tell other people what to do and to get them ticked off. I could prop myself up way up high on a cruise city's cross, pay my dues, play the game, till I get to be boss. Well, there's too many temptations in paradise. Ain't found nothing yet to set me free. I may be looking for trouble on the other side, but there's too many temptations in paradise. The other day, he said, son, you're going straight to hell if you keep going this way. I said, the world is hurting, thought I was doing all I can. He said, you can fly like a bird, but you don't know how to land. Well, there's too many temptations in paradise. Found nothing yet to set me free. Well, I the other side. Well, there's too many temptations.
Hey, this is Diane Durrett from Atlanta, Georgia, and you are listening to UK Bob, Good Morning Blues. Oh, what a wonderful way to wake up from London to Louisiana, right here on WRFG.
He came on without warning. He's on the radio in the morning. He got a hell of a life, a beautiful wife. You know I'm talking about UK Bob, WRFG Atlanta. Good morning, blues. Play them blues, Bob.
That was Mr. Bart Ramsey to you, Too Many Temptations in Paradise, from an album I've played little bits of in the last few weeks. Great New Orleans accordion piano player, songwriter I've been listening to 20 plus years. But before that, KIRK, Nelson and Jambalaya West, that was the band I was telling you about, with a thing called Turn Yourself In, a bit of ragtime fun. And before that, them again doing a song called Stay in Your Lane, a very funky New Orleans little trip. So we've had a little taste of New Orleans. We will probably end up back there, but right now you really need to put your folk blues ears on, acoustic, old school, and try and imagine this 16-year-old girl in Dublin. And I will tell you the bizarre story of how this all happened. First album recorded one take. Have a listen. Yes, they're interpretations, not originals. But I'd like to know what you think.